Hello. Good morning. I guess the intro just decided that it did not want to work this morning. So she just did not play. But that's okay. I get it. I'm also in that vein. But how are y'all doing? We have so many friends already here this morning. We had JK Lambo here. We have Ellie. Hello, hello. We have Heather, Paladina. All the friends are here. Oh my goodness. We love to see it. We love to see it. Yes, we would love to see details on this interview for sure. And what's the book talk girly? Like, what's her name? Drop it in the chat because if we can all go and watch it, that'd be awesome. Right? Like, I want to see. Hello, Sarka. Welcome. Hello, Megan. Good morning to you. Hi, Ian. How are you doing, sir? Hello, Black Sunlight. Bonjour to you as well. Hello, hello, Avian. Let's see. Joined last Saturday for Andrea. Subscribed immediately. Oh, so now you're a regular. I love that. I love having new regulars. Oh, welcome. We're so happy to have you. The X-Wing shirt. Yes. Yes, indeed. Rebel. It's just this. I can't explain. I've had this shirt. How long have I had this shirt? Probably since. Oh wait, I'm starting to remember how long ago college was, and that's crazy. But I probably had this since like senior year high school, freshman year college. So like 13 years, and it still looks like a new shirt. Like that's crazy. And you want to know where I got this? Walmart, because that's all I could afford back in the day. That's all I can really afford now. But we're not going to talk about that. Okay. Good morning. How are you? Oh my gosh, Lydia, welcome. So happy to have you here. Let us know. Oh, everyone, not just Lydia, but everyone, let us know what you're working on today during today's sprints. We're going to have to be real snappy with the sprints today because I literally have to leave my house at 12:10. So usually the stream ends a little after 12. I got to leave at 12:10 because today we start with our Legally Blonde rehearsals with the orchestra. So we're going to be basically doing our sits probe if you're a music person and know that terminology. But the sits probe today is like the first time where the people on stage, the singers and the orchestra get to hear each other for the first time and like hear it together. And it's always such an exciting day because it's really where I feel like the energy of the show just kind of pushes us to opening night. So very, very excited. Literally, we open the show in less than a week, which is kind of crazy. Like this coming Thursday is our friends and family. So by the next time I see you all next week, first of all, I'll probably look like a zombie. But second, I will have officially opened this show. So that'll be exciting. There will be no more rehearsals once the show's open. And so it's going to be a good time. Found you through Co-Stream with Lynn and put this on the calendar. Oh, yay. Welcome in. I love when new people just pop on in and just intermingle and just become new regulars. It's so fun. I love it. Also, the reason I was just a little bit late, I guess. I really wasn't that late. But at the last second, I realized, number one, I had not had any coffee. And number two, I had not taken my ADHD meds yet. So we had to go do that quick fast and in a hurry. Because this rehearsal that we're having today, I get there at 12:30. I don't leave till 6. So it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day, and I need a lot of brain power, not just for that, but for this as well, because we're going to start talking about what we're working on here in a minute. Had to look for you, no notification. YouTube really just doesn't want me to be here. I don't know. Pop it up to say hi. I miss you and the others. Kingston, I hope you're doing so well. Let us know. Working on my desk. Oh, that definitely says dark, not desk. I promise I can read. It's just clearly I needed the ADHD meds. Working on a dark YA Snow White retelling where the seven dwarves are vampire musicians and Snow White is their biggest fan. Working on character profiles. Oh my gosh. That all sounds like so much fun, actually. Vampire musicians. It's giving me did y'all remember that old Scooby-Doo movie with the sisters, the Hex sisters? Kind of gives me that vibe, even though they were werewolves. They weren't vampires, right? But that's like the image I saw when you said vampire musicians. I saw the Hex girls from Scooby-Doo. Ooh, yay. Okay, more details as we work it out and flesh it out. Sweet. Amazing. Ooh, rewriting some chapters. That's always a time. Always a time. I'm going to be here for at least the next hour, 40-ish minutes. Because we're pretty much going to be wrapping up right at the top of the second hour. So that's how long I'll be here. Hi, Alex. Can't wait to have you at opening night. You and Clark are going to be there. It's going to be so fun. I can't wait. Trying to finish Act 1 structural edits by tomorrow. I have 2 more before Act 1 is done for first pass. That's so exciting. Speaking of all of the first pass, your boy finished the book. I mean, I have one more final proofread that I'm doing, which I'm starting today. But like, all comments and changes have been addressed. There are no more highlighted portions. It is just a crispy, clear document that I get to just now read through like it's just a normal book. And if there's any like little wording things or punctuation or a spelling error, I can quickly fix those before I send it off to El Editor. When am I doing that? June 8th, which I believe is not this coming Monday, but the next Monday. So very, very excited to do that. That's what I'll be working on today. Eventually, I'm going to get down to this chat to what y'all are working on if I can learn how to talk and go through chat at the same time. Thank you so much, Ian. I know. I wish they would like do a recording and that we could like give, but then there's copyright issues with that. You know how that is. Yes, I love Legally Blonde. It's so fun. Okay. Lydia is going to be working on her literary novel about a cult. Lydia, that sounds so fun. And I would love to hear more because book 2 of my fantasy series that I'm going to be eventually getting back to after I'm done with this one is going to be there's a cult involved. And so I've been trying to pick up some more, I guess. And I know that we have because doesn't your book also have cults in it, Jen? So like we need some cult recommendations. Not actual ones, book recommendations. I should have clarified. I'm not looking to join a cult. I just would like to maybe find a few books that maybe you have read in preparation for writing your own cult novels. Let me know. Chapter 2 of Colorado Gothic, your horror story. I love. Okay. Speaking of Colorado Gothic, it's not a Gothic, but it's more like a Colorado dystopian. Have y'all seen the show Paradise? I think it's on Prime. I can't remember where I watched it, or HBO. One of those. But it's set like in Colorado, like after this cataclysmic event has happened. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to spoil anything because the first episode, I was like, what? Huh? It was really cool. So I'm not going to say anything more, but if you want something like that, it's kind of almost like a cli-fi, like a climate sci-fi fantasy situation, but set in our America. So it's really cool. Have cut 30K words from your book and 80% of that has to come from Act 1. No. Working on the first chapter today to condense. We salute you. We salute you. You got this. Spooky, revising your pastry chef novel, Sugar and Spice. We love Sugar and Spice. I'm doing good, and I'm glad you're doing good, Kingston. I'm so glad to hear that. See, yep. We're the Hex Girls. See, y'all know them. Still writing my first draft of Project DOB. Just posted a new TikTok on my writing account, and I'm trying so hard not to check the view count. I get that. Yeah, but you know, when I was going through that similar thing with like YouTube, honestly, I find much more joy. I have found that's why I've kind of started shifting to doing more live streams as opposed to like other stuff, because usually in my mind, when I'm creating content, I'm creating it for an algorithm, or at least there's a small part of my brain that's creating it for an algorithm and that wants it to succeed, that is doing certain things to hope that it can like see more people. And it just got to a point where I was like, this doesn't feel like, it didn't bring joy like it used to, you know? But when I'm doing live streams, I do those so I can hang out with community and actually get to interact with all of you like in this very intimate setting. That's why I started doing AuthorTube, is I wanted to build community and I wanted to have other writing friends that I could complain about all the parts of the writing process with, people that actually understood the parts of the writing process and didn't just look at me like I was a crazy person talking about why my characters weren't killing the person that I wanted them to kill in Act 2. You know what I'm saying? So doing something like this has really helped me like kind of ground myself more into the community part of YouTube and social media. Sure, my Instagram is a little more markety because it's Instagram, but those are more like pictures and I'm not necessarily, you know what I mean? I'm not like putting on a front. I'm still being my silly, goofy self, but I'm also just like, hey, I also write books, you know? But on here, I'm more just like, hey, we're all friends here. What's going on? What's going on? You know? That's kind of the vibes. So maybe that, I don't know if that helped at all, but you know, we'll see. Working on something similar. Mine's upmarket about cults in different forms set between the 50s. Yeah, I knew yours was set in like the 60s, 70s era. And so love that. Love that. Thank you. Oh, period. So that's great. Oh, they were vampire musicians. Amazing. I must be getting them mixed up with Zombie Island, because maybe it was like the owner lady. She was a werewolf. I don't know. Yay! So excited for y'all to read this book. Yes. Share the TikTok. I'm sure you already have somewhere down in this chat. I'm just trying to get down there. Yes. Love a good cult and the Hex Girls. Haven't heard of Paradise. Yes. Highly recommend. Hello. How are you? Welcome in. Not looking to join a cult. If anyone peeked into a writer research Google history, the searches that would pop up. Yeah. Ooh, Cultish by Amanda Montell is what I bought to prepare for the third arc of my series once I get there. Writing that down. Hold, please. Actually, I can just copy and paste because I'm on a computer. So how do I do that on this? You know what? Actually, can I just... Okay, I pinned it so that I won't lose it. Working on the first draft of an urban fantasy with 2 mafia mage family turf war. Okay, we love a turf war. Book recs about cults. Oop, pinning that one too. Thank you. The Girls by Emma Klein and History of Wolves by Emily Fridland. Thank you, Lydia. I have added that to my list. Sort of based on the Jesus Freak and counterculture movement in the late 60s. If I do a sequel, it'll be set in the 80s and the cult rises again in the form of a self-help cult. I love that. I love that so much. I actually, do you know the YouTube channel Hidden Rabbits? Because I love, it's like a boyfriend and girlfriend. They just sit and the girlfriend will do extensive research on a very just niche topic. She'll go down a rabbit hole and she will spend the time talking about like telling him about this thing in this very well researched, very narrative like form. But also she is hilarious. Like both of them together are so beautiful and just lovely. Like their energies are so happy together, and it is just just so fun to listen to. They also, I mean, they both work in film, and so sometimes they'll both talk about, behind the scenes or like what they do in their jobs, or literally they have a video where they let the credits roll in a movie and they tell you what every single person that is listed does, what their job is. And so it's like really interesting if you're into that kind of stuff. So if you like rabbit holes, go and fall down that one. And the Satanic Panic is what I guess what I was getting at. I feel like that'd be really fun to include in that time frame, because I feel like, I mean, when did Satanic Panic start? Was that like the 80s, 90s? I could be way off. Yeah, sounds so good. Oh yes, the 2000s. All good years. All good years. Cult expert Dr. Stephen Hassan has great books on cults and has a YouTube channel. I almost said a YTube channel. I can't. Oh, these are so good. Why are you in the where are you in the process? Would love to read. Yes. You are so welcome. Love their channel. Highly recommend. But especially the one whoa, why did my screen go crazy? The one that I recently watched was the Satanic Panic. I just put it on while I was doing some work, and I was just like, they did what? They got this from where? Like they were really pulling straws out of nowhere, out of thin air, truly. But anyways. Very early stages, have about 7K so far, but we can definitely link up afterwards to compare notes. Oh, yes. I love all of our friends writing about cults. Let's see. I also did not pull up my focus. So let me do that immediately, because it's almost time for our first sprint. So let me do that. Reset. Why is it only 25 minutes? Probably because I yapped too long last time. That would track. Boom. Okay. So now the time has come, friends. Once I click share, then the time will come. All right, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Yay. Love it. That's so stupid. Yep, Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, it was the Dungeons and Dragons that like started it, just pretty much. I remember the whole Satanic Panic thing in the 80s when I was a kid. Okay. Amazing. Well, if you want just a play-by-play of that time, she did so well researching it. It was so good. I played D&D and around some people, and I had to hide it. Oh, that is so funny. But also, hi, Becca. How are you doing, friend? Yeah, the D&D phobia, and it really went everywhere, because it went from D&D, and then it went to that series that shall not be named, and then it went to pretty much anything that had to do with any kind of witches or whatever. But I love that once she was talking about this, I was like, that's so beautifully captured in because I feel like that would kind of played a part in the what do you call it? In the conflict of the first Halloween Town, because the mom didn't want her to go trick-or-treating, even though she was trying to hide that she was a witch. But it was almost like a play on that, where it's like, I don't want you to go trick-or-treating because it's satanic. But in their version, it's, I don't want you to go trick-or-treating because actually you're a witch. And I just love that Disney did that, They really just didn't care. They were like, oh, you scared of some witches? We're going to give you some witches. And they're going to save the day. Love. Yes, it was so real back then. My kid thinks it's a joke, but the fear was real. Yes. Love. Oh, you did join just in time, Jade. Welcome. Even had a friend whose parents told her that anyone who wore red was going to hell. Oh, we got to dive into this. we got to dive into this in the next little break, okay? But first, we got to earn that yap with a little bit of writing, okay? So 40 minutes are on the clock, friends. Best of luck, and I'll see you in 40. All right, everyone. Welcome back. How did we all do? I spent entirely too long filming, but I got it done. So now I don't have to worry about it anymore. And I can take this mic off. Also, Ellie, thank you so much. This is a reminder for everyone in this moment. If you have not recently saved or backed up your work, now is the time to do so. You need to back it up, and more ways than one. Okay. And then once you have made sure that your project is saved, then we can continue. But we cannot continue until then. So I'll give you a moment. Also, I knew something else was off with me this morning. I hadn't had coffee yet. That explains so much as to why it took me so long to film all those clips. Delicioso. All right, let me catch up on some chat. Yeah, like I said, I was doing some filming. Oh, your daughter. Well, we'll see you when you come back. No worries, friend. All right. Do. Boo, boo, doo, boo. All right. Late to the stream, but happy to be here. Jervina, welcome in. Happy to have you. Yes. Favorite, yeah, the Flocus chime. It's so chill. Always so chill. We love to see it. Trying to do a quick edit as I write draft one, not a real edit, just a let's make sure there are coherent sentences and I didn't mix up two characters pass. That is a very good idea. That is always a good plan, for sure. Yeah. Also made coffee because no writing happens without it, for sure. Ellie got 550 words. Very nice. Yes, Heather. So true. So true. And in my Ghostwriters Club mug, no less. Because legacies can be lethal, if y'all didn't know. Oh, delish. I gotta get me a mug made for the same house because I feel like that's gonna be my thing. I feel like I'm gonna have a coffee cup for every book that I like publish because why not? And then maybe one day I'll have this beautiful, elaborate, multi-genre spanning coffee cup collection. You know? And for every book that I've written, there's a coffee cup for it. You know? Why not? I drink a lot of coffee. Coffee has done a lot for me. So I feel like I should do something back. I should give back to Big Coffee, you know? And I feel like that's my contribution to Big Coffee. Christian got 482 words. Very nice. 130 words written after about a month of writer's block. JK, that's amazing. Congratulations. Heather got 433 words that round. Man, we were all on fire. Got all my character profiles done. Plus, it's raining, so it's nice and cozy for writing. It has been raining so much here in Tennessee where I live. And my God, I would just love some sunshine. I mean, even today, it's not raining currently, but it's gray outside. Let's check the forecast, shall we? See what it's going to be doing. Gosh. Oh, yeah, we got thunderstorms at 4 p.m. Woo! But, like, look at this. It's like rain. After mind you, about 6 days before this, we're also rain. Then we're going to have a few days of sun, and then we're back to just rain. And I'm tired of it. I'm over it. But it's fine. We're surviving. Yes, mug collection. Yes, Ian. Sometimes I'll spot this mug on your desk in some of your videos, and I'm like, look at it. I just get excited. I'm like, wow, my coffee mug has gone international. Had to rework your outline because you found a plot hole. Listen, story of any writer's life. That is so real. I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I feel that. That was the reason that I literally had to rewrite the ending of this current work in progress that I'm working on. I had to rewrite that ending probably a good 3 times before I found the right one because of stinking plot holes. You know, like why they gotta be rude like that and like put all these holes in your plot. I'm trying to make a story, not Swiss cheese. Put that on a t-shirt. I live in the Caribbean, Trinidad. It's been so hot for the past week, so I always welcome the rain. I love. And see, I also welcome the rain because it does cool things off. But immediately after, when it heats back up, the air is so thick and humid, and it feels like you're walking. Like the second you step outside, your skin is wet, just from the humidity. And one thing about me, I don't like to sweat, so it doesn't work very well for me, But we do what we can. But also the Caribbean, I bet it's beautiful there. Trying to make a story, not Swiss cheese. Oh, you can quote me on that. Because I swear, I am. And listen, and I've always said this, really. This is the truth. The closest to the truth that I've ever been. That's a lie. I don't tell lies. I tell the truth. Oh, okay, Dewy Skin Slay. I love. That's me. Every time I walk outside, Dewy Skin Slay. That's going to be my new vocal stem for the day. I'm going to drive everyone crazy with that at rehearsal today. So, Jade, this one's for you. And everyone's like, where did this come from? You just have to ask Jade. She knows. Oh, no. How rude. YouTube booted you from the live. We've had a heat wave in the UK, and it's been torture. I've heard that it's been a pretty intense heat wave. But it's on its way out, I believe, as of like this weekend, early next week, because one of the doctors that I work with, he's actually leaving for London. I think he's on his way there today, like as we speak. And so, but he said that the heat wave was supposed to be moving out by the time that he was getting there. So hopefully y'all will get a break in the weather soon. Okay. Because no one likes the heat wave. So true about the humidity. We also have Sahara dust and mosquitoes to contend with. Ugh, man. That is just not the mosquitoes really will just be anywhere. And it makes me angry. Mosquitoes just, ugh. Living in the Caribbean, where people travel for vacation is awesome. I love. Oh, good. Oh, good. We love the heat wave dying out. And also, yes, Jade, I will give you all the credit. Okay, wait. Can we clarify? Is the person doing this, or are they doing this? Is it palm up or palm down? Like, are they like, hey, or are they like, girl? Because there's an important distinction here, and I think we all really need to take a moment to clarify. So, if you are voting for palm up, give a thumbs up. If you're voting for palm down, give a thumbs down. So, because we have to. Oh, hi, honey. Bye, honey. She heard her other father. He is awake. He has awoken in the other room. I think it's now supposed to rain the whole of next week. Oh, or maybe that's good if you like the rain. Oh, back to normal, I guess. Yes. Indeed. Oh, goodness. Let me see. Did I? Why is that being? Okay, there we go. There we go. Focus was trying to be a silly goose. Ooh, yes. We have a line from JK Lambo. If you also have a line and would like to share, do feel free to do so. Let me know. Lydia gasped as he pressed his lips against hers, whispering sweet nothings in her ear as she let out a sigh at the soft, intimate moment between them. Would it always be like this between them? Would it? Okay. Okay. Palm up and tenderness. Hey. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Because is it like, girl, serve or ooh, or ooh, ooh. The wrist, the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. It can go anywhere, you know? Sometimes I wonder. I just say stuff and then I'm like, I wonder why these people watch me. Why they show up every week. Is it because you never know what I'm gonna say? You know what? Not because I need the compliment or the gas or anything, but I would just love to know as a person who is just curious. Why why? Why? I just want to know why. What do you come back to my channel for? Like what is it like that brings you back each week? I'm just curious. Love. Oh, not the last few chapters. JK, don't do that to us. LOL, we need a sassy Cody emoji. Always. Always. I have some sassy Cody emojis. Hold on, do I? Which ones do I have in my little messages stickers? I'm gonna be an HEA, don't worry. Love. Okay, messages. Boop. Understand. Slowly leeching your energy to give myself longer. Like, so that explains why I'm so tired. Do you see the bags under these eyes? I'm exhausted. So Ian, I'm gonna need you to like give me like a week off. Give me just a week to get my energy back, to refill, and then you can go continue your leeching. Oh, thanks. Oh, okay. So energy, the vibes, love. I've always wondered because I'm like, I don't really ever feel like I'm saying anything that's like super profound or like needed, because I mean, writers give all writing advice is a regurgitation of writing advice that has been received over and over and over. So I never really feel like I'm adding anything new to the conversation. So I'm glad that y'all are here for the vibes because that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the vibes and to chill and have a good time and to just yap about books and stuff, Fair enough. You got your break. Yay. Thank you, Ian, for giving me the 1 week break. Oh, you're hilarious. I love that. I never know what's going to come out of your mouth, and you're so genuine. Plus, I see Squishmallows in the back. I have a ton. Yes, I love my Squishmallows and my little Kirby. Actually, I need to, you see, hold on. Can I point? Do I know how that, my sweater? That was, I was doing costume changes for this thing that I'm doing, this filming situation. And so, yeah, that's what that is. I promise I don't just have balled up sweaters on my pinball machine, as you do, because you have the most beautiful, fun, inspiring, and wonderful spirit. Your positivity is contagious. Plus, you're pretty dang cool. Becca, stop. Thank you. Y'all are so nice. And see, this is literally why I started this whole thing, was I wanted to have a community of friends. And I really do feel like y'all are my fam. Oh, bye, Ellie. Hope you stay dry next week. Survive the rain. You survived the heat wave. I know you can survive the rain. So have a good one. We'll see you next week. Delicious. What do I have in here? Nothing. Okay. So I think just in the just to make sure that we're wrapping up on time, I think we might go ahead and jump into sprint number 2 because that just feels like what we need to do. Okay. But first of all, I got to find my focus tab. There's too many tabs open on this computer. Okay. So we're going into our focus. We're going on sprint number 2, my friends. So best of luck to all of you, whatever you're going to be doing. Have a great time, and I'll see you in 40 minutes. Bye. That was the end of our second sprint. Did y'all like that? Don't lie. Oh, I'm kicking the desk. I do apologize. Don't lie. But anyway, how did it go for you guys? I got through about 3 chapters worth of reading. And I gotta say, I was reading, especially the prologue. I was like, there were moments where I was like, damn, who wrote this? Like, this is kind of eating. And then I was like, wait a minute, girl, you did. You wrote this. Sometimes I forget. And I'm like, wow. Like, it's just so cool to see the growth yourself, you know? Love to see it. 10 out of 10, no notes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 801 words. Oh my gosh, Christian, you're killing it today. That's awesome. Thank you. I like it. Good, good. Yes, a Cody musical live sprint. 100%. 100%. Speaking of musical live sprint, I actually, while on that second sprint, I started a vlog. And no, it's been a long time since I've vlogged, but I thought it'd be really fun to do a week in my life where I am doing the final read through of The Same House before sending it off to my editor and also opening a show while also working a 9 to 5. So I was like, hey, what a fun week to add filming to. So who knows when it'll actually get edited, but I'm going to be filming it this week. So maybe I can get it posted like first-ish week of June. Well, I guess I was to say first week of June. That's next week. Girl. Not. Because I'm probably going to be filming through at least Thursday, Friday. So maybe by the next week and a half, we'll see. You'll see when it goes live. It just takes me so long to edit videos. So it's a struggle. 539 words. Love it. Heather, you're killing it. Edited through 2 chapters. Very nice, Jade. Yeah, we do. Isn't it so nice when you're impressed by your own writing? You did that. Yes, it is. It really is. Because like there was... Here, fine. I'll read you a little snippet. Daggone it. There's just... Okay. So basically, this is like in the prologue whenever the main character is with his realtor, right? And they're signing for this new house. And so we get to the actual signing part, but so you can have the reference for cerulean that comes up in this. The realtor, his favorite color is cerulean, and every time that Andrew goes to meet him, he's wearing the same cerulean suit, and so that's why cerulean comes in here. Okay, but I just like this little part. Signing is my least favorite part, but at this point, all it takes is a simple glance to recognize each section of the contract. 12-month rental agreement, sign. Insurance policy, scam, but sure, sign. Home furnishing services, gross, don't sign. I flip to the last page and pause, scanning a sheet I don't recognize. Oh, that one's new this year. It's to make sure you're not a murderer. My heart drops into my stomach, pounding in a pool of acid as I meet John's eyes, a much icier blue than cerulean. What? I barely manage to get the question out before John bursts into a belly laugh. Oh, I got you good, he jeers, slapping his palm against the desk. I force myself to laugh along. I'm just messing with you. The document simply includes ramifications should you default on payment. Standard stuff. You've never had an issue in 8 years we've worked together, so it's really just a formality. My nerves are scrambled, and all of my focus is on acting like John didn't strike a raw nerve. At a quick glance, everything looks kosher. Usually I'd take the time to read it through, but all I want to do is get out of here. But I just like that little spot where it's like, it's just to make sure you're not a murderer. And then he's like, what? Like, it kind of gives you a little hint at maybe something that could be brought up later in the story. I will give no further explanation. Thank you. Yes, a very fun vlog. If Red Bull gives you wings, what does coffee give you? A tail? No, it gives me my sanity. Um, 433 words. Lydia, very nice. Hey, I mean, I have been doing research on narrating books because I was, looking at potentially recording some things for myself, and just kind of looking at like the settings would needed. So maybe if I ever do actually get a setup, I'll narrate y'all's books if you want me to. Shoot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Shazam, blah blah. Have a setting with cerulean in the name because the water is so blue. So nice to hear it in your story. Yes. Yes, we love John. He's a silly, quirky little character, but all of my stories always have some silly, weird, quirky character, like just a very much a caricature of a person. But anyways, with that said, I do need to skedaddle because I do have to be at rehearsal in 28 minutes. So with that said, thank you also so much for being here this morning. I appreciate all of you so much. Next time you see me, I will have a finished book and an open show. So busy week coming up, but I'm excited. It's going to be so much fun. And I can't wait to tell all of you about it next week. Same time. I'll post the live at some point in the middle of the week, but same time, Saturday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be here. I hope you're all here. And with that, I love you all so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.